Hello, thank you for joining me for today's video. My name is Tracy Held. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Melbourne in Australia. For today's video, we're going to make this little basket which you could put Easter eggs into or any little treats that you want. A note of warning, if you're putting little Easter eggs in, these are mini Hershey's Easter eggs, put them into a cellophane bag, because if you tilt the basket, like to tie your bow, they will make a run for it. So we don't need a lot for today's video. What I'm using is the Sea and Sand DSP. So this is really pretty DSP and lots of pinks and blues, where the one side of the paper is shells and starfish and very sea themed, but the other side is very soft textures. So I almost think that I like the back side of the paper more than I do the front side, but it's very pretty paper and you can use it for anything. For this basket today, I'm going to change up the color, so I'm using that piece of DSP. My sentiment is from Parcels and Petals, and using the scallop tag topper punch and the double oval punch. As per normal, I'm going to be working in centimeters, but here are the measurements in centimeters and inches. Starting off, I have a piece of cardstock and I've got my DSP, which measures 24 centimeters by 12 centimeters. They're both the exact same size. You could just make the basket out of the DSP. I just felt that that was a little bit flimsier, and I just found it easier to have everything the same size instead of then cutting little pieces of DSP. It just got a little bit fiddly. I'm doing everything the same size. First thing, I'm going to glue my DSP to my cardstock. And if we cut that straight, that should be an exact fit. Next, with my stamping trimmer, I'm going to score. Now, make sure that you put the cutting blade out of the way. And on the short side, we're going to score at 4 centimeters. And 8 centimeters. On the long side, I'm going to score at 6 centimeters. And for this first score line, you're only going to score up to that first score line and from that one to the end. So we're not scoring across the middle piece over there. Then we're scoring at 10 centimeters. That one's going all the way across. 14 centimeters all the way across. And then 18 centimeters. And again, this is just up to the first score line and then from the second score line to the end. That's all our scoring done. We're going to fold along those score lines and give it a good crease. I'm not going to be too concerned about folding along the score line that didn't go all the way across, because that's really a cutting guide for us. Now we're going to cut at that first score line. We're cutting out that corner and continuing all the way down to the second score line. We're doing the same thing on the next corner. And the same on the other side. That's what our little basket is looking like at the moment. See if it comes together, anything like that. Now, before I put it together, I'm going to punch the scallop. I'm putting my two pieces together. I'm going to punch them together so that when they come together again, they're going to match up. This is a little bit awkward, but it's doable. And the punch is a little bit too wide, so you just need to hold that together and try and center it. You are punching through a lot of layers, so it does take a bit of effort. There we go. Okay, now easy assembly. So with my Stampin' Seal Plus, we're going to pull the sides up like that. Okay, so on one side, on the inside edge, I'm putting a roll of tape, and on this side, I'm putting it on the outside edge. And then we're pulling that up and just placing the corners together. Now, initially it doesn't matter which side it goes on the inside, which side it goes on the outside. When it comes to the second side, you want to make sure that you're doing it the same way. So I want this side is going to be my side where I'm putting the glue on the outside. Just roll that over because I got that off a bit. And the side it's going on the inside. And again, corners together. And then I'm going to, we don't want to go too high here, so just trying to judge. We're going to put Stampin' Seal Plus to stick the sides together. And there's our little basket almost done. Now, what I'm going to do is I've got just a scrap piece of very vanilla, so I'm going to stamp my sentiment. This time with the pink paper, I'm using Magenta Madness. I used Seaside Spray with that one. Double oval punch, we're going to punch that out. And I'm going to punch the scalloped oval with the gold foil paper. And glue that. There. I've got some of the metallic pearls. Just put a little pearl on each end of my sentiment. Sentiment can get stuck on with dimensionals. Now, if you don't want to use little Easter eggs, if you have the bigger Easter eggs that are roughly the size of a chicken egg, I don't have any of those here, but here's a standard egg that will fit inside your basket as well. This is a jumbo egg, so it is quite big. It is sort of pushing the basket out a bit, but that's fine. And then we're going to tie a ribbon into the top. So I'm not going to leave my egg in here. I just wanted to show you that it does fit. Take some ribbon. Thread it through. Now I'm taking it over the top and then bringing it through the front again. Tend to be quite generous with the ribbon just because you don't want to be too sparing and then you battle to tie the bow. Put your eggs in and then you're going to I don't really understand how it works, but here's a tip for you. If you tie your bow upside down, it tends to lie better with your ends going in the direction that you actually want them to go. Just gonna slip those ends. Pull my bow straight. And there's our little baskets. One pink, one blue, whatever DSP you like. Anybody getting that for an Easter present should be really happy about that. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you'd like to be informed next time I post a video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you next time. Bye.